Hello and welcome to Fox News at Night. I'm Shannon Bream in Washington. White House correspondent Kevin Corke kicks us off a very busy day. He's looking at day 15 of the Biden administration. It's been a busy one. Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, busy indeed. Evening, Shannon. Now, look, mistakes happen, right? And we're all guilty of blowing it from time to time. But to make what appeared to many to be a homophobic tweet about a sitting U.S. senator, well, that hardly seems like the kind of messaging a White House press secretary would like to promote, especially for one that claims to be a part of the most inclusive administration in history.
Is there a risk in going in alone without Republican support, sir?
Thank you. Will you check the eligibility?
Will we say you'll get Republican support?
Thank you guys. Let's go. Fine. Let's go.
While the White House wants to talk about other things like bipartisan COVID relief, immigration reform, and sweeping new energy policies, the near daily gaffes by administration officials just keeps knocking them off message. The latest, today's circle back to a tweet by White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki from August 2020, in which she appeared to refer to South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham as, quote, Lady G, a description considered by many to be a homophobic slur. And as expected, a deluge of responses on Twitter, ranging from disappointment to disgust. This should be widely condemned, said former acting director of national intelligence Rick Grinnell, the country's first openly gay cabinet member. Tone deaf, said another tweet. I guess this is decency we were all promised, chimed in a third, while another urged Psaki to issue a heartfelt apology. Not to be outdone, climate envoy John Kerry was also roasted on Twitter today, this time by former House Speaker Newt Gingrich over his use of a private jet while advancing climate change policies. The former Secretary of State called it the only choice for somebody like me who is traveling the world to win this battle. Gingrich responded, suggesting Kerry's decision was yet another symbol of the political aristocracy and its contempt for mere citizens. One rule for them, a different rule for us. Meanwhile, rules of fair play was the theme of sharp questioning today on Capitol Hill of the Biden administration's education secretary nominee Miguel Cardona.
Do you think it's fair to have boys running in the girls' track meet?
I think it's the legal responsibility of schools to provide opportunities for students to participate in activities, and this includes students who are transgender.
Very interesting conversation right there with Rand Paul. Now, the White House today was also pressed, Shannon, about whether Mr. Biden had already broken a campaign promise by pushing for $1,400 stimulus checks when he said back in January that $2,000 checks, quote, would go out the door immediately if Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock won their elections in Georgia. Press Secretary Jen Psaki said the current proposal was in addition to the $600 relief checks that were handed out during the Trump administration, which, to be clear, is not what Mr. Biden promised. Shannon?
Day 15 in the books. Kevin,
Yes.
You never make mistakes. You said we all do, but
I
I
do.
haven't caught you yet.
I do.
As do I. Good to see you, Kevin.
Thanks, Shannon.